Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. NC State going up tempo.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Yankee Blue, Spire.
Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Gore. There he goes. They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, North Carolina State! Looking for the tie with the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. That's caught. It's Gage. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. They'll run the toss. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're not into threes, they want sixes, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good timing on the quick out. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Miami! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. NC State quick to the line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on...
Turning it on! He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gage. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They just keep firing. Fires to the middle. Got him, and nobody's close. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the 2nd half.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Gage. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time.
A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the 3rd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Caller? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, they're running the curl route against zone coverage, so the quarterback knows he's going to have to put that one on his receiver. And you saw the velocity and the arm talent this guy has. That was a missile.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, going to the air. On over the middle, it's Little. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He might want another play. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Motion from the wideout. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Cricket.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gore. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Easy.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He did not make it, a stone wall on third down. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Going to sling it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I tell you what, we've kind of got point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Gentry. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Going downfield for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly. And there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Snap it to the back, finding open areas. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Is that a secret? We've been calling his name all day. Clutch situation around midfield. You need a first down, you give it to him. Nice job running the football physically, getting the first down.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Dykes.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Gonna run it. It's Dykes. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we've got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Out of the backfield, he's open. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes to the left. Touchdown, NC State. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They get up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Canes in the hurry-up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. After this, it'll be a wrap. The toss to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks